Hey everyone, this is Mitch from bloggingmitch.com, and we are continuing on with making our budget for August of 2018. And so, the first video, we came up with our categories for the budget. And in this video, so we got our categories here. And in this video, we're going to show money, so money being spent, money going out. We're going to create more of this, the structure to track it. So if I'm looking over here a lot, I'm on my Mac here, I'm on another laptop here, and I'm just referencing the sheet I created, and so I'm kind of doing this along with you as making the budget. Again, however you want to make this is up to you. I'm just showing you how I've created mine. And so we have our category names here, which is great, and I know I said earlier it doesn't matter where they go, and it doesn't. Just how I have it set up. I'm going to move everything over to column E. So I just highlight it, drag it over, and I'm going to, between E and F, double click this to make everything good. So, next column, F3, I have this title as should spend. So this is how much money I should be spending, or like your budget. So the money that you've budgeted to spend. And then in this column G, I'm going to put actually spent. And the reason I put literal words, like what I should spend and what I've actually spent, is because I always get confused with actual accounting terms and the pluses and minuses. Like I took an accounting class, and the whole assets equals liabilities plus owner's equity, debits and credits. Like it just confused me, so I just decided this is my budget. I'm going to use terms that I actually understand. And then column H is going to be remaining. And we'll make that bold just to make everything even, just to make it look nice. I'm going to highlight these four boxes. I'm going to align them center. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight these four columns up above. I'm going to merge the cells. I'm going to title this money going out. So this is like money going out of my pocket, out of my account, money leaving, money going out. I'm going to center this, and we're going to put a nice border around it. So as you can see, we're moving along, and so starting to take some framework, trying to make this look like an actual budget, and then we will have the full budget made in no time. Okay, so the next part, what you should spend in your budget areas, this entire column here that I've now highlighted in yellow. This is completely up to you. I can't tell you how much money you should spend on these areas. I'll put in some examples, but again, this is completely up to you. And so you might want to look at previous bank statements and spending history to kind of get a feel for, on average, what you spend. Because if you jump too quick into like, I want to cut down, this is what I should spend, if you make such a drastic jump, it's going to be harder without knowing previously having a budget and seeing where you've been spending money. So if you put in kind of close to what you've been spending, at least you'll maintain for a few months and not spend more. But if you want to put a lower number to kind of aim lower and save more money, you can do that too. So one thing that we can do right off the bat is highlight all of these cells here, and we can go up to this button here and format it as currency or as money. So every time you type in numbers here, it'll automatically be money. So ATM, I'm going to say I'll allow myself $60 a month. Car payment, let's say $225 a month. Car and apartment insurance, $100 a month. Cell phone, I pay too much for mine. $125 a month, again, too much, I know, but I do use my phone a lot, so that's okay. Eating out, let's say $75 a month. Entertainment, let's go with 50. Gas, also 50. Gifts, let's put it 25. Groceries, let's say 200. I only get a haircut about once a month, so I'll put 20. This one's a little more variable, so let's just say 30 bucks a month. House supplies, 25 bucks a month. Investing, say 200. Rent, say 450. Snacks, 200 or 200 on snacks. $20. Student loans, let's say 175 a month. Technology, let's say 50 a month, and traveling, let's say 50. And so this is what I'm budgeting for. This is what I'm allowing myself to spend every month. And let's add this up. And so you can do a quick look down here. It'll sum it up as $1,930 for the entire month, which would be about $500 a week after taxes. And so I know not everyone has that level of income coming in, and so that's where these categories will need to adjust appropriately. And so let's actually cut down a few things to make it more realistic. Only pulling out $40 out of the ATM. Car is kind of a fixed cost. Insurance is fixed. Cell phone's fixed, unless I were to find a different provider. Eating out, I have a little more control over that. Entertainment, I have a little more control. Gas, kind of. Some people have to drive a lot for work, and so you're spending more money on gas. Gifts, have it in there maybe as a cushion. Groceries, I lowered that one a bit. You want to have I have a little bit of cushion for health and doctor, but you don't necessarily have to. Investing, I could cut that back. Rent is pretty much fixed. Snacks, I would lower it, but you got to be realistic as well. Student loans are pretty much fixed. Technology, with those subscriptions to like the music and YouTube TV, that's pretty much already 50 bucks right there. And traveling, I guess I could go down a little bit. So you want to take some time to adjust these according to you. So we went from $1,930 to about $1,795, so about $1,800 a month. So on a weekly basis, after tax, that's $450 a month after tax a week. So if you're working, let's see. So let's just say maybe you make $550 a week. Because after taxes you might get that $450. So $550. 40 hours a week, so that's $13.75 an hour. About, again, that's for a lot of people in the country, that's unrealistic, and that's really tough for a lot of people because it's really hard to live when you have lower wages and you're not able to live on your own and afford things. So rent here, maybe that's high. It depends on the area where you live. And that's a big chunk. If you look at our entire list, that's the highest amount. So some people choose to live at home. I have people who I graduated high school with, and some are living at home and still working full time and saving their money just because rent is so expensive. Okay, so again, these amounts are completely up to you. That's based off of your spending and what you're able to live off of. And so that'll be, these numbers should and will look different from mine. And then we will get to column G. Don't worry about that for now. We're going to actually jump to column H, and we're going to click in the cell. We're going to press equals. We're going to click F4 minus G4. So you just click in the cells and press enter. So what we're saying here, if you go up here, we're saying make this cell be equal to the value of F4, which is our $40, minus G4, which is what we're going to spend, and make that cell be equal to what we budgeted minus what we spent. So again, sorry, it doesn't help to point at the screen. Make the cell be equal to orange minus the purple, and press enter. So let's say if we actually spent $60, it's going to say negative 20. So that means we went over $20 for the month. But then if we put in $20, if we only actually spent $20, 40 minus 20, we still have $20 remaining in the ATM category of our budget. And so we will delete that. What's cool with Excel and like Google Sheets and these spreadsheet software, click this cell right here, and then this blue little square box that pops up, your cursor should turn into a little plus sign. We're going to click, when it's a plus sign, click and drag down, and every single cell now has the equation. So it automatically does it for all of them. So gifts, orange minus purple is equal to that cell. Rent, again, orange minus purple is equal to that cell. So once we actually find a way to calculate the money we're spending, this will automatically show us how much money we have remaining left for the budget area for the month. And so I think this is a good place to stop for now. In the next video, we will be adding a few more things. We'll be adding money coming in and then actually going into the transactions. And so thanks for watching. Again, I hope this helps to create your budget for August so you can track some money, save some money, and thanks for watching.